Okay, let's do this again. I think some of you did not hear it. Again, Lao Tzu said, to the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. And some of you are going, I don't need to think about the universe just to be still alone. I can even get past that. So let's go to it a little more detail. Okay, so stillness is something that a lot of people want to experience. That's why people go on holiday or vacation. They go somewhere that don't have a lot of noise, a lot of interaction with people. They just want to be quiet. Okay? So let's talk a little bit about what stillness is. You see, stillness is a state that you get to. But before you get there, it's just like if you go before you get to the second floor, you start on the first floor, going to the second floor. Make sense? So in order to have stillness, you have to have calmness first. Oh, by the way, some of you are asking about sound. The sound should be good everywhere. All right. Anyway, so stillness is achieved after you have calmness. Calmness is achieved when things are not going crazy around you. Now, one reason why people don't have calmness is because the emotions and thoughts in their aura are just blasting their awareness. It's just like you walk into a place and people are screaming, yelling, singing, dancing, and then lights are flashing at the same time. So right there and then, how in the world are you going to have calmness? Impossible, right? Like you try to go to a bar, you go to a dance floor or whatever you want to call it, where there's a lot of activity. You walk in, you go, I want to be calm. Some of you can, but most people, you'll be doing that. So calmness first comes with the ability to regulate your emotions and your thoughts. Okay? So after you have the calmness, then gradually it moves into stillness. And that's one of the reasons why people say, yeah, I need to meditate because, man, my mind is jumping all over the place. Okay, you're trying to get to stillness in meditation before you have calmness. Good luck with that. So when people can do that, guess what they do? They start taking drugs, they start smoking something, they start shooting stuff because they can't get to that part. Well, in reality, all of you can do it. And that's one of my goals in life, at least I found out, is if people can just learn how to be calm, they can be still. When they can be still, they can climb higher in the energy world. Okay? So let's just do it in steps. Calmness starts with regulating your emotions and your thoughts. You cannot regulate your thoughts and emotions if those are just happening. Because you're just like, oh, you're just reacting. So if you do it that way, the only way you can regulate your emotions and thoughts is to go to an environment where there's no stimulus. Make sense? Okay. If you can, that's wonderful. But some of you live in the city. Some of you live with a lot of people. You go to work. There's a lot of people around you. Well, good luck having an environment with no stimulus or stimuli. Right? So there has to be a way that you can regulate your emotions and your thoughts. That allows you to jump into stillness. And that's one of the initial, listen to it carefully, initial objectives of your spiritual practice. That's why we always start with that, your spiritual practice. What is your spiritual practice? Keyword, spiritual, is to first realize that you are a spirit in a body. You're a spirit creating emotions. You're a spirit creating thoughts. So we're back to the same basics. Because I know some of you looking, yeah, teach me some super advanced technique. Your advanced technique won't work if you don't even know who's trying to do the technique. Make sense? That's one of the reasons why I talk to people. People come to classes and they go, oh, yeah, I've been to this guru, that guru. I practice this yoga, that yoga. I go, okay, that's wonderful, great. And I observe them. And just by observing them, I know if they just were hopping from one teacher to the other, or they were really practicing. You just look at them, you just observe. Just shut up, be quiet, just observe. Within 5 minutes of watching them interact with the environment and other people, you know if they're full of it. I mean, not full of spiritual energy, but full of whatever. Or they really are practicing. By observing how they respond to the environment, you can tell if they have the ability to regulate their emotions or thoughts. Just watch. You just observe. I kid you not. After we do the meditation, go to anywhere, to a place where you know people, you don't know people, doesn't matter. Just start observing. As you observe, you know who's in control, who's not in control. I've actually met students in class that they just tell me, oh, I'm so emotional. I'm going, here we go. And this person is supposed to be meditating for the last 20 years. I'm going, hey. You've been meditating, but you forgot the first objective of your meditation and spiritual practice is to know who you are, and you're the one creating the emotions and thoughts. I can't, my mind is jumping all over the place. Ta-da! There's your diagnosis. You don't know who's doing the thinking. Get the idea? So most people, that's where they get stuck. That's why you always start with the same thing. Who am I? Who's moving the body? I am. Who's creating the feelings? I am. Who's creating the thoughts? I am. That's the foundation. Without that, you can forget everything else. I know that sounds harsh, but that's the reality of it. If you don't know who's meditating, if you don't know who's doing this, who's doing that, everything else is superficial and won't last. What will happen is the next shiny thing that comes along, ooh, I saw something on YouTube. It says if you do this meditation, you'll experience oneness with God, and you play this in your sleep, you'll be enlightened. They go, you're that gullible. Okay, go for it. And after they come back, yeah, it was good, I had a good night's sleep, and exactly. You're looking for anything that's shiny. You're looking for anything that will help you get to a state when in reality, all you have to do is start off by knowing who you are. Once you're able to observe, yeah, I'm moving my body, I'm creating these feelings, I'm creating the thoughts, you can then observe that things are calming down. Because the emotions and the thoughts that are moving around, I created it. Make sense? So if I created it, okay, let me experience. Let me just stop. It's just like, I'm moving this mobile phone. I'm moving it, and then if I realize, hey, I'm moving it. Who's moving it? I am. Okay, let me just stop moving it. Ooh, it doesn't move. Ta-da! Make sense? If you try at the moment when you feel emotionally triggered, positive or negative, like you're excited or you're like upset, just try for a few seconds to step back and observe the emotions that are being created. Watch this. You just observe. Somebody's trying to trigger you. Oh, yeah, you are this, you are that. Normally, what do you go? Oh, yeah? You just observe. You step back. Of course, not physically. You step back, you go. You just observe what that person's doing. Oh, yeah, they're radiating all this emotional crap. I start noticing that I start to feel this, feel that, and I'm about to yell back. Okay, wait, let me just observe. What if see that silence? So that silence, you're observing. At some point, you start noticing the longer you observe, the less you get triggered. So you get to choose. And at that point, you have the first step. Your emotions are calm, your mind is quiet. Even though the person is screaming, yelling, anybody can do it. The issue here is how long can you sustain it? Because most people, they might be able to do it for like 10 seconds. As that other person continues to blast you with their emotional crap, what happens? You give in. But you will notice the more you practice it, at some point, you're able to sustain it longer, and you get to observe. this person is in pain. Huh? That's why they're opening their big mouth. because they're vomiting their crap. Is that mine? Okay. So that means they're angry because I don't know, they lost their job, they're this and that. They're just using me as a psychic garbage can. Oh, that's what's happening. Okay. For me to react will just make things worse. So let me just back off. Just shut up, just observe, look like you're interested. And then you're already creating the thoughts you want. Okay, now this person needs to calm down. This person needs to be redirected in their emotional mental focus to something that's good in their life. Maybe I'll guide them in some form of misdirection or pattern interrupt, as they call it in NLP. Just pattern interrupt them and then just direct them gently to what's good in their life. Make sense? You won't be able to do that if you're swimming in the same mud. I know some of you, you're here because you say, I really want to help myself. A lot of you are here because you want to help other people. I got news for you. As good as your heart is, you want to help other people. If you cannot regulate your emotions and your thoughts, chances are in the process of helping others, you swim with the mud with them. And I've said this 1,000 times. Well, that's an exaggeration. A lot. You don't have to suffer with someone in order to help them. In fact, common sense will tell you, if somebody's drowning, you don't want to jump in there to save them. You stay safe and you throw a lifeline and pull them out. Make sense? Because some of you still have this martyr syndrome. I want to suffer with them so I can help them. Well, good luck with that. That's not my style. I'd rather, be on the boat, look at them. Okay, this person needs help. Let's see, there's whatever. I throw it at them. All right, hoist them up. Rather than going there, we're both drowning. It's okay. That doesn't make sense. And that starts with what? Emotional calmness and quieting the mind. From there, you experience stillness. From stillness, we go even higher. Now, let's assume that you already got through the calmness, which we'll do in meditation. You get to stillness. For a lot of people, they think stillness this is it. There's a be-all and all. If I'm already still, man, I'm already enlightened. Nope. Let me read something for you. This is the book, Existence of God is Self-Evident, the last book written by my teacher. I highly recommend it. It's short, it's simple, and it hits you in the head. Or hits the soul pretty deep. All right, page 35. Verse 11, inner stillness is not the ultimate objective. You hear that? Inner stillness is what? Not the ultimate objective. It is just a stepping stone to greater inner activities, which manifest as partial functioning of intuitive intelligence and higher intelligence, illumination, or expansion of consciousness. Let me read the entire thing again, okay? Again, the name of the book is The Existence of God is Self-Evident, right? In other words, it's obvious. All right. Inner stillness is not the ultimate objective. Emphasize, not. Inner stillness is not the ultimate objective. It is just a stepping stone to greater inner activities, which manifests as partial functioning of intuitive intelligence and higher intelligence. You're climbing up the ladder now. Illumination or expansion of consciousness. All right, let's break it down. You see, there are different types of intelligence. You all already heard of emotional intelligence, right? I mean, that's so common. It's a buzzword. You want to write a book, emotional intelligence, still like hotcakes. You see, there's emotional intelligence, there's mental intelligence. People, oh yeah, mental intelligence, genius. Okay, that's good, but not good enough. The question is why? Because mental intelligence is good, you still need to have data to process. Make sense? So if a person has mental intelligence, what happens? 1 second. If a person has mental intelligence, they get information from here, A is equal to B, B is equal to C, therefore A is equal to C. That's mental intelligence, logic, which is great, fantastic. If most people in the world have that already, probably 70-80% of problems will disappear. Because people get really emotional about stuff without thinking, so they jump in, they go, I shouldn't have been pissed off. Hear me out. But it's still not good enough because you still need to process. Okay? Now, here's the interesting part. Beyond mental intelligence is what you call intuitive intelligence. Intuitive intelligence is basically a combination of the information that's coming in from higher frequencies, higher realms, higher planes, whatever you want to use, from your guides, from your teachers, angels, from God. When that comes in, your mental faculty has to process it and come out with an interpretation. Make sense? So this combination of higher knowledge, if you will, and your mental faculty processing together is what you call intuitive intelligence. Now, to put it in plain English, it's called direct knowing. Direct knowing means you look at something, you go, A is equal to C. Why? It is. It's obvious. You didn't have to read it. You don't have to study it. You just know. That means you notice sometimes you look at someone, you look at them in the face, you go, wow, this person's suffering. You go, how did I know that? And later on, you confirm it was correct. They go, ooh, you must be psychic. Right? But in reality, what has happened is you are practicing, without being conscious of it, intuitive intelligence. And this intuitive intelligence cannot turn on if there is no stillness. Let me explain. Mental faculty is easy. You study this, you study that, you go to school, everything. Okay, based on this information and this information, I synthesize it, process it, boom, this is my conclusion. Anybody can do it, right? The ones who can do it better, you call them, ooh, they're super smart. But to be a real genius, it needs one step above that. In other words, you have to be able to process information without processing it. You have to be able to come to a conclusion without taking information, processing it, come up with a conclusion. Yeah, I call that a spiritual download. Okay, define it to me. What's a divine? Oh, I just know. Exactly the point. That's called intuitive intelligence. So what happens is when your mind is going all over the place, even though the signal's coming in, you won't be able to register because there's too much activity. I think some of you are having an aha moment, right? Oh, exactly. That's why you notice when you're not busy with your phone, you're not watching TV, you're not talking to anyone, you're just walking. Somehow in that gap between this thought and that thought and that thought, you go, oh, wait. I think this is the solution. Haven't you noticed? So you were having little gaps in between thoughts and emotions and activities. Hello, that's what you call stillness. The secret is stretching that stillness. And so when that stillness is wider and longer, as the information comes in, you're able to see it, you're able to process it, and you're able to apply it. Make sense? That's why I look at it like spiritual engineering. Some people, they just say, well, I just go what flows well and so on and so on. That's good and great. But if you don't have a structure to really understand it, then it's very difficult to replicate it. Now, watch this. So you have emotional mental calmness. Let's just start from the bottom. Emotional calmness, the mind is quiet, the mental faculty is quiet. Then that stillness comes in, then you have information coming through. Now the question is, where is this information coming through? It's not coming from emotions, it's not coming from thoughts. It's just like going from AM, you went to FM, then there are higher frequencies above it. Because of that, you're able to access higher frequencies. As you're able to access the higher frequencies, as you go higher and higher, it becomes more expansive. That's why you call it expansion of consciousness. And as your consciousness keeps expanding, you start to realize the entire universe is one big blob of energy. Make sense? That's why Lao Tzu said, when the mind is still, the whole universe surrenders. In other words, now you have access to the universe. Now, you also have to realize that access to the universe has also many levels, many layers. So there are different levels of illumination or expansion of consciousness. But most people can't even get through controlling their emotions and thoughts, let alone expansion of the consciousness in the universe. Make sense? And I have the best news for you. To get there, it's free. It's free. Energy is free. You do your meditation on a regular basis, you start noticing your emotions are being calm, your mind is being quiet. And then you start noticing the stillness within that meditation. As you keep doing your meditation, the stillness gets wider and wider and wider. For the same darn meditation. You don't have to travel to the Himalayas. You don't have to travel anywhere. It's in you. But most people don't like to hear that because I didn't pay $1 kajillion for it, so I don't know if it really works. I think if I charge you for this Anchor the Light, you guys will start practicing. Because it's free. Some of you take it for granted. Your loss. That's all I got to say. I know that sounds harsh, but it's the reality of it. People keep looking for something that's shiny, something that is fantastic, something that is sensational, when they don't realize that that power, that stillness, that love, and whatever you're looking for is already part of your being. That's that. I think you get the idea. So let's meditate. And then this time, I made the lecture shorter. We'll expand that stillness. Okay? And the key here is, as we go into that stillness, as we stretch it, when you come back to your normal waking consciousness, you should be able to drag or take that stillness into your daily life. And let's see what happens. Now, one last caveat though. Something might happen. And that something is some people might find you cold, like you don't care. Hey, how come, I'm already crying, screaming, yelling? How come you're not crying, screaming, yelling with me? Yeah, then your part of you go like, because it's not needed. You don't do that. You're going to get in trouble, especially if it's your family. So what you do is like this. You start noticing that you're not so reactive. What you do is you put your attention in your heart and at least feel love and compassion and reach out to that person. Not swim with them, but be able to offer that helping hand. Otherwise, here's what's going to happen. You're going to look at them and go, what's your problem? It's not as bad as you think. And it really isn't, but in their perception it is. But if it comes out of your mouth like that, guess what? You're going to have big problems in your relationship. Not because you're trying to hurt anyone. It's because you're not as reactive as before, where they were expecting, like before you were like, okay, come on, join me in my misery. Get the idea? So the way you counteract it is, you're able to observe what's going on in their life, be aware of your heart. You say, okay, what can I do to help this person? Just put your attention in your heart center so that the words that come out of you are able to pull them out of the mud without jumping in there with them. Otherwise, people are going to go, oh, you're getting weird, man. You don't care about anybody but yourself. They start looking at you as being selfish, but you're not trying to be selfish. It's just you're looking at it like, you're making a big deal out of nothing. You're getting emotional with something so simple, and then you're going to regret it later. But you can tell them that, because if you tell them that, true? Yeah. So in my case, oftentimes I have to look like, it's okay. In the back of my mind, okay, I have to say certain things to help this person. Otherwise, if I stand there and go, it's no big deal. What you going crazy over? Then people start saying, hey, you don't care. And the more you meditate, you're withdrawing from the world. I'm not withdrawing from the world. I just think this is too shallow. But you can't say that. So what you do is you adjust your response, be aware of your heart. Try to think of, okay, how can I show compassion without jumping in with them. Okay. I'll say certain things and I'll just gently direct them to something positive. Now you become a pillar for other people. Does that make sense? That's that. It's so simple. You just have to practice it. All right. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, to my beloved teacher, Master Tsokok Sui, Mahagu Jumeling, we thank you for divine light. Thank you for compassionate, purifying, healing light. Your soothing, healing energy. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for the inner strength, the inner power to know who we are, who the I am really is, and to be able to serve other people. We thank you in full faith. So be it. All right, you ready? Gently tap your crown. Keep your tongue in the roof of your mouth. Just be still. Be aware of your crown. Repeat after me. I am that I am. I am not the body. I am not the emotions. I'm not the thoughts. The body, the emotions, and thoughts are just my instruments. They're not the I. I am the soul, the spiritual self, the anima that animates the body, the emotions, and thoughts. That is the I. The creator of the feelings, creator of the thoughts, creator of the movements of the body. That is the real I. I am that. Now just be still. Just allow your awareness and attention to drift into an area above your head. I am that. I am the soul. I am that. Just allow your consciousness to rise above your head, just like a balloon, just floating towards the ceiling. Just follow it. And that light just keeps saying, I am that. I am that light. I am that being of light. I am the soul, the spiritual self. I am that. I am. I am connected in one to my higher self, my higher soul. I am that. I am connected in one to the divine spark in me. That spark is part of a universal flame called God. I am one with God. I am one with all. There is only oneness. Just be still. Experience your true nature. A being of brilliant light, pure energy. And just say, I am that being. Or, shorter way of saying it is, I am that. I am. Be still. Now imagine that brilliant light, the I am, which is you. All of us are inside the big bright sun, looking out into the solar system. Raise your hands in blessing. Imagine the earth in front of us. Just say, we are one. Now be aware of your heart. Be aware of your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Fill your family, your friends, your loved ones with peace and with love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Fill the earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness and reconciliation, with hope and with faith, and a better life. Where there's darkness, let me sow light, and where there's sadness, let me sow joy. Just say, we are one. And in this oneness, may all be blessed with peace, with love, with the spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and with joy. So be it. So be it. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown and exhale. And just stay there. Just be aware of your crown. Your crown is filled with so much golden light. Allow the golden light to just flow down from your crown through your hands and fill the entire earth. Just say, we are one. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. May all be blessed with peace, with love and healing. So be it. If you know any family members or friends who are going through challenging times with their health, bless them with divine healing. So be it. May all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. So be it. Now, just be aware of your heart and your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. Exhale, imagine golden light flowing through your hands and filling the entire earth. Just say, we are one. From the center of the heart of all-loving God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let every sentient being in every dimension, above and below, in every direction, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. May all be blessed with understanding, with harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. May all be blessed. So be it. Just be still. Allow the blessings to flow through us. We're just the pipelines. Let the blessings, the love, the light, the power flow through us. Blessings be to all. And so it is. Now lower your hands on your lap. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Be still. Now imagine a beautiful golden flame just floating above your head. Just a small, beautiful golden candle flame. Just look at it. The image doesn't have to be clear. Know that it's there. From your heart, send a stream of love up to your crown and into that golden light. And stay there. You are that light. A being of light. Not the body, not any of your emotions, not of your thoughts. You are that brilliant light. Silently affirm, I am that light. I am that. I am. Keep looking at the light. I am that. I am. I am that. I am. Be still. Om. be still. Allow yourself to just drift into that inner stillness. Be one with it. Any sound, any noise you hear, any thoughts, any emotions that come up will just gently push you and drift deeper and deeper into that stillness. Now. Om. Om. Will take you higher. Om. Let go. Expand throughout the universe now. Let go. Maintain your stillness. Will take you higher. Let go. Gently, slowly, we'll bring you back to your body. Gently move your fingers, move your toes. Gently and slowly come back. Raise your hands in blessing again. Imagine the people you love in front of you. Fill them all with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. May all be blessed. So be it. Bless your family, your relatives, friends. Fill them with golden light. Now be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Project golden light down into the earth. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it, And so it is. Keep flooding the earth below you with golden light. That brings you back faster. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. You can pray to whoever you're guided to. To my teacher, Master Chokok Sui, Mahagu Jumailing, thank you for your blessings. In full faith, and so it is. Okay, now, observe, remember? Observe your body. Next, observe your feelings. Next, observe your thoughts. Just watch them. See, right now, most of you are able to do that, right? You're able to observe. Now, take that into your daily life. After you finish your meditation, you do exercises, then as you go interact with people, just observe. As they say something, observe how your body, your emotions, and thoughts are reacting to them or responding to them. That ability to observe gives you back your power. That's it. All you got to do is stretch it. At some point, you're just simply observing. And you go, okay, what needs to be done now is this. So it's just like, okay, needs to be done. So you direct your body to do it. You direct your feelings for it. You direct your thoughts. You see someone you love, you observe. This is a loved one. Okay. Then you allow yourself to just dive deep into love within you and share it with that person. The secret is the ability to make that choice, which most people, they're like just puppets. They're just puppets to the environment. You, on the other hand, remember who you are, and you get to regulate, you get to control, you get to decide what you want to do with your life. That is true spiritual mastery. That's it. All right, so we will see you in 7 hours and 15 minutes for Anchor the Light Part 2. And Friday, we're not having Anchor the Light. We want to honor a lot of you have plans with your family for Christmas Eve. So we want to honor that. So we're not having the Anchor the Light meditation on Friday. So you don't have to sit there, can I do this? I have to be with family. All right. However, we're having a Christmas meditation tomorrow, which is Thursday, California time. Tomorrow at, I think, 6 p.m. Anyway, it'll be on for the entire weekend. So it'll be a Christmas message with meditation, lecture and meditation. And you can play it. You can play it with your friends, your loved ones. I'll try to make it more loving, gentle, without being like that. We'll make it, oh, so loving, Merry Christmas, type of deal. Okay? Anyway, it's going to be on tomorrow night. And, you can watch it whenever you like. All right. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for your patience. I know we went a little longer than normal. I hope that you're able to get the lesson that we want to share, which is, as Lao Tzu says, to a man, to a woman, when the mind is still, the universe surrenders. In other words, you have access to all of existence just by climbing that first ladder, which is stillness. From there, on the way is up. Namaste, y'all take care, and we'll see you in a few hours. God bless. Take care.